to the one who always lives in fear. You know what it is to wake up already braced for battle? To scan every room for threats, every relationship for rejection, every day for what might go wrong? You've learned to call it caution, discernment, wisdom. Maybe it started in childhood. Maybe it came from the church. Maybe it was wrapped in religion, or silence, or someone else's rage. Afraid to stand out in case you get cut down. Afraid to speak up in case you lose what little belonging you have. Afraid to trust in case your hope gets broken again. Afraid to move in case you make the wrong step and lose it all. You're always rehearsing what could go wrong, always waiting for the other shoe to drop, always one step away from retreat. But whatever its shape, it taught you. Stay small, stay hidden, stay safe. Because the moment you stepped out of line, you knew what came next. And after all this time, fear isn't just an emotion, it's a companion. It's a familiar shadow that has followed you from childhood to adulthood. It's from home to church, from failure to even your greatest victories. Fear isn't just panic. Sometimes it's strategy. It's the hyper-awareness, the second-guessing. It's the feeling of waiting for the floor to drop even when nothing's wrong. It's knowing joy can't be trusted. It's waiting for the consequence of hope. It's keeping your expectations low, so the fall doesn't hurt so much. And maybe no one sees it on your face, but your body knows. Your nervous system remembers, and your soul is tired. You've watched others live with an ease you can't access. You've wondered, what would I do if I wasn't afraid? You've tried to pray it away. You've tried to push through it. You've tried to fake courage, but the shadow just waits for you at the door. Maybe somewhere along the line you were told God is only pleased with the brave, the bold, the never worried. After all, it seems to come so easy to them, doesn't it? But you just wanted to survive. You just wanted to feel safe. And some days, just surviving felt like a victory. But what if I told you, fear is not your identity? It's not proof you're weak. It's not evidence you're broken. It's not the final word over your life. Fear is a signal, not a sentence. It's a symptom, not the root cause, that we are going to find together. It's a reminder that you've been hurt before. It's the echo of old battles, not the prophecy of new ones. You weren't born to be ruled by it. You weren't created to walk with your eyes always on the ground. Fear only ever had one job, to try to keep you safe. But friend, safety is not the same thing as freedom. Survival is not the same thing as safety. That fear that feels like a comfortable companion, it's a liar. Fear taught you how to disappear. Faith teaches you how to stand. Fear told you your power was dangerous. God says your power was designed to break chains. You've spent so long asking, what happens if I mess this up? But here's a better question. What happens if you don't show up? What stays in bondage if you keep living on mute? The cure for the disease, maybe the thing you are afraid of the most, is harmony. Harmony with your entire being, mind, body, soul, and spirit. Harmony with that little voice inside of you. The one that's crying, the one that's screaming. The one who built those walls to keep out all of the pain, not realizing that they were not building a castle, but a prison. My friend, Jesus sees you. Jesus accepts you. Yes, even here, even in the trembling. You don't need to clean yourself up for him to believe in you. You don't need to silence your shaking to belong in this moment. You don't have to pretend the fear is gone before you take your next breath. Here's what's true. You're allowed to be afraid. You're allowed to be exhausted. You're allowed to feel and bring with you the whole story, even the parts you wish you could edit out. And you're still called. You're still chosen. You're still worthy of love, healing, and hope. Jesus accepts you right now as you are, not the version of you who's fixed. Not the you that shows up in someone else's highlight reel, but the one who's listening right now, heartbeat thundering, breath catching, hands maybe still trembling. I want you to know, I'm not here to rush you out of your fear. I'm not here to shame you for surviving. I'm here to unlock you, to give you permission to breathe, to feel, to heal, out loud in real time. You don't have to run from your fear or battle it alone. Don't have to exile yourself to be safe here. Jesus welcomes all of you. Your courage, your caution, your questions, your cracks, and even your broken pieces. You belong right here, not someday, not once you're better, now. This is your moment of acceptance. God is saying you are not too much. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. You are not a disappointment. And you are not your fear. So let's take this step together and bring your fear into the light with me. Jesus is calling you by your name, louder than the shadow. Let this be the moment your exile ends. Not when you're fearless, but when you're fully seen. Not when you're perfect, but when you're finally accepted. Jesus accepts you right here, right now. Let's walk this out together. You were not created to live under torment. You were not born to make yourself small for peace. We're not designed to hold your breath through life. Yes, you were taught fear, but fear is not your inheritance. Your inheritance is freedom. Your inheritance is clarity. Your inheritance is a sound mind. And you don't have to earn that. You just have to remember it. Heaven called you out loud, by name. You are not called to walk in the shadow, but to walk in the light. It's not called to play defense indefinitely, but to step out onto the field. And yes, sometimes courage looks like trembling hands, a voice that quivers, a step that falters. But courage is never the absence of fear. Courage is moving anyway. It's standing up even with your knees knocking, speaking the truth even when your voice shakes, showing up even when the shadow tries to drag you back. You do not have to wait until you feel ready. You do not have to let fear dictate the shape of your destiny. Heaven has never called you by your shadows. You are called by your name. And today, maybe for the first time, it's time to tell fear it's not your friend and it's no longer in charge. It's time to step forward. Even a baby step is fine. Progress isn't always a straight line. It's time to come out of that prison, tear it down, and build the castle you always wanted. It's time to believe again. It's time to wonder again. It's time to dream again. Ask that little voice inside of you how badly it wants that castle. Go ahead. I will be patient. Pause the video if you need to. Now tell me, was fear really your friend? And if your voice is shaking, if your knees are weak, if your heart is pounding, that's okay. Start small if you have to. Just remember, with every step, no matter how small, that is proof you're alive. Proof you're breaking the chains. That is you building your castle, brick by brick. So today, you can turn off this video, go back to your cell, and put that little voice inside of you back in the chains. Or you can call fear by its name, acknowledge, and tell it everything it has stolen from you, convinced you that you were not good enough for, and tell it enough is enough. It's not your friend anymore. In fact, it never was. It's time to come out of exile. It's time to step into the fullness you were always meant for, designed for, yearned for, and fear can't keep you silent anymore. It's time to shake off the survival skin, to stop asking what you are allowed to carry, to stop negotiating with fear like it's your protector. You were born for a purpose, to speak, to lead, to awaken. Fear will not lead this mission. You will not allow it to steal one more moment of life from you. Shame will not shackle your voice anymore. Guilt will not turn off your light and leave you in darkness any longer. You are called out loud, by name, and it's time to live, believe, grow, and heal. Let fear feel what it tried to silence in you, what it stole from you. Take back what is rightfully yours. It's time to build your castle. It's time to claim your birthright. It's time to walk in your anointing, your design, your inheritance.